Next race up is the Minimoto Rookie race, and joining me is the championship leader, Harrison Crosby. Harrison, been a fantastic season for you so far. You've got a really decent lead coming into this final round. Hopefully, we won't get any drama from your point of view. From the viewers' point of view, they want a bit of drama, of course, but it's been a great season for you. How have you enjoyed it this year, the FAB Racing Championship?
I really enjoyed it because I have won a lot of races, but it's really fun with all of the battles with the different riders as well.
And what's your plans moving forward now for next year? You can't stay in rookies, obviously, so you're going to move on. So Minimoto Pro for you next year?
I think I might be doing the Mini GP50 and the Junior LCs.
Okay, well, congratulations on what we think will be your win. I hope I'm not congratulating you too early, but it's been a great season for you anyway, so well done. Let's have a look at the Minimoto Rookie race.
Good to hear from Harrison Crosby after his first race of the weekend earlier. He has now been declared the Minimoto Rookies champion for 2017, so the pressure is off him. He lines up on the front row of the starting grid, but he does not have to do anything to win the championship. It has already been confirmed, so congratulations to Harrison Crosby. That doesn't mean the action's all over though here at Rowra in the Minimoto Rookies class. Sullivan Mounsey lines up on pole position. He's won 4 of the last 6 races in the class. We welcome 2 new faces to the grid, Greg Marshall and Keaton Payne, younger brother of Kyle. They make their championship debut in the class in 2017, and there's a battle going on for 3rd position in the riders' standings, which we'll tell you all about as the race progresses. Sullivan Mounsey and Harrison Crosby from the front row, Kyle Payne and Harrison Desoy on the 2nd row, from Luca Hopkins, Ethan Sparks, Jamie Woodcock, Ronald Harris, and on the 5th row it's Ruben Bray and Harrison Mackay. There's some very talented riders in this grid, and in 2018 no doubt some of these guys will be breaking their duck for victories. It's going to be a very interesting way to end the season in any form of motorsport, particularly here in the FAB paddock. You're only ever as good as your last race as far as reputation is concerned. This is the last race of the season and everybody will want to win it on a high. Mounsey and Crosby from the off, and away we go, and straight away Mounsey tries to come straight across and get a place off Harrison Crosby. In fact, Crosby's dropped 2 places. He might get one of them back through the chicane though. He tried to get both of them back and now has drifted wide. He's down to 3rd position, so out in front it's Sullivan Mounsey on the brake.
Make that 4th position. It's actually Harrison Desoy. He's got past him as well, so Mounsey in front of Carl Payne and then Harrison Desoy. That's Carl Payne picked out. He'll finish 4th in the championship if things stay like this. So if he stays in 2nd place, he'll definitely pick up 4th in the championship. But that's the points at the moment, Jake. 3-3-1.5, place 3-3-1.5. Tie between Woodcock, who's in, I think, 6th place at the moment, and Carl Payne there in 2nd.
Did you see Carl Payne look over his shoulder as he went through Iredale's? I think he was looking to see, where's Woodcock? If I look at where Woodcock is on the circuit, look, he's looking around all over the place trying to see, where is he? If I could beat him on points as he nearly loses the place, he's going to really struggle to hang on to this 2nd position if he's not careful. He's got a lot of pressure all around him already, but he wants to try and get himself up into the lead of the race if he can to win the race and be guaranteed of it. But he's got so much pressure from Harrison Desoy at the moment. Harrison Crosby as well, trying to come through back into the top 2.
That is Woodcock just going through the chicane there in what looks like 6th place. So that's Carl Payne on the 25 bike. Pick him out. He's got 25 on the back of his suit. Easy to spot with the 25. Easy to see on the front of his bike. That's the 144 of Harrison Desoy. That championship leader, I say leader, the championship winner for 2017 there in the black and yellow suit. 4th place. That is Harrison Crosby. Then you've got Luca Hopkins there in 5th. And just coming into the shot, just about make him out. Should see him here on the 17 bike. Well, in fact, he's lost a place. So he's now definitely in 4th place in the championship. So Jamie Woodcock down to 7th and 4th in the championship. Carl Payne up to 3rd in the championship, the way things stand.
Well, that's how close things are as Desoy goes a little bit too far into Sunny Bend, and that's allowed Harrison Crosby to come back through in a 3rd position. So Desoy getting a little bit held up there behind Kyle Payne as they went through Sunny Bend. Now he gets back on the throttle, trying to close up on Harrison Crosby into the chicane once again. He's not quite close enough. 41, Luca Hopkins in there as well with the 62 of Ethan Sparks having come up into 6th position, and that is costly for Jamie Woodcock's bid for 3rd in the championship.
Yeah, and in behind Woodcock we've got Ron Haslam. I say Ron Haslam, it's Ronald Harris. For those of us who remember football from the 1970s, we're going to call him Chopper.
Absolutely. So through comes the rest of the field. There's Jamie Woodcock, the man trying to fight for 3rd in the championship. He's there in third at the moment, but he's in serious danger of losing it to Kyle Payne if Kyle continues this run in second position. And the 17 of Woodcock can't stay in seventh. He's about to lose seventh at the moment. If they go down into the hairpin, that's one of the slower riders, and they manage to jink either side. So beautifully done, as Ron Harris has to hold on to his 8th position for the moment. He will not move up to 7th for the time being, as Jamie Woodcock is still there. Second position though, Kyle Payne has got his sights set on one man, and that man is Sullivan Mounsey. Woodcock meanwhile is having a crack at Ethan Sparks as he tries to shake off Ron Harris into paddock bend once again. He's going to get good acceleration off the turn. As you open up the throttle, the bike gets pretty quick down the drop into the chicane, and Ron Harris is through. That's put the kibosh on third position for the moment.
Yeah, Jamie Woodcock loses more points. There's 1.5 points, only 2 races this weekend as Woodcock looks down the inside of Harris, but can't quite get that done. That's Payne still in second place. DeSoy picked out free Payme Yamaha there in third, but he's under pressure from the 2017 champion Harrison Crosby there in 4th place, but can't quite make his way past. And Luca Hopkins just can't seem to get onto the back of this group in front. If he gets onto the back of them, he'll be right in the mix.
Well, he's staying relatively with them in terms of position on the racetrack. He could just do with getting a little bit more help. And up the inside, Crosby may be able to provide it if he boxes him in. Crosby is through in a 3rd position. Nicely done. Luca Hopkins, don't forget, is the vice champion for 2017 in 5th position. He'll want to close up with his main rival for the 2017 season, but everybody wanting to end their year on a high. You certainly cannot knock the man who's leading the race here, Sullivan Mounsey. His second half of the 2017 campaign has been almost obliterating the entirety of the field. 4 out of the last 6 victories.
Yeah, he's been absolutely on it, Sullivan Mounsey. But look at this. He's starting to come under pressure. He had a bigger lead than this, Jake. It looks like he may have some sort of issue, possibly with the bike. But Kyle Payne getting closer, as is Harrison Crosby. Crosby will want to go out of this season on the TV with a win. Now he's given a little bit of a signal there to the man behind, Harrison DeSoy. I'm not sure what that's about, but they're getting much closer to Sullivan Mounsey. Mounsey has been used to clearing off in these races in the latter half of the season, Jake, but not today.
I think he's trying to adjust something on the bike. It looked as though he was a little bit uneasy there, as side by side, that's Ethan Sparks battling it out with Ron Harris, as Jamie Woodcock can only watch on as he runs behind them. Here is Ethan Sparks as he tries to hang on here in front of Ron Harris. The man behind is Woodcock, the man who's trying to get through and move his way back into 3rd position in the riders' standings. It doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. We look back. That's the new boy, Greg Marshall, learning on the job. It's his first time out in the championship. We've all got to start somewhere, and he's keeping it on the bike, which is absolutely what he needs to do. Check out the battle a little bit further back. That's Ruben Bray having a bit of a tussle there with Orlando Phillips, the 27, as they ride together. Look how tight it is for the lead. These 3 getting very close indeed. Mounsey no longer the dominant force here at Rowra. He is really starting to get some pressure, as now tightening in. Kyle Payne, he wants to absolutely dominate the battle for 3rd position in the standings by rounding off his season with a win, and he's very close indeed to it. But the champion for 2017, Harrison Crosby, is right in there as well. So who's going to get the advantage? Crosby has a look into Sonny. He's not quite close enough. Kyle Payne gets on the throttle once again, trying to close up to Sullivan Mounsey.
You can see all the damp patches over the track, so when they are overtaking, coming offline, you've got to be a little bit careful. This is that battle between Sparks and Harris. Ron Harris trying to look up the inside of Ethan Sparks, but can't quite get past him there. That's the battle for the lead again. It looks like Luca Hopkins getting a little bit closer, but Mounsey, well, he's been used to clearing off in these races in the latter half of the season, but today, for whatever reason, he's had a decent lead early on, but they've closed him down.
Harrison DeSoy is the man in 4th position. Luca Hopkins is going to want to close and pass him before he even thinks about the podium, as Crosby takes a very wide line, but as a result he gets good speed off of Iredale's, and he needs to keep that flowing all the way up to the stewardesses. Meanwhile, Payne is all over the back of Sullivan Mounsey. They come off the turn and down the drop once again through the right flick at 6, down towards St John's, and now Kyle Payne is looking very threatening and ominous in behind Sullivan Mounsey. Here comes Crosby round the outside, dives for the inside of St John's. He's through into 2nd place. He runs wide. Kyle Payne can get back on the power. Well, it's not going to be enough. Kyle Payne is going to drop behind Woodcock. That's what second place means to Kyle Payne right now. He's got to try and find a way back past Harrison Crosby to steal that third position in the riders' standings. Here they come into the chicane once again. This is critical for Kyle Payne. He needs to find a way back through, but Crosby's taken on Mounsey.
There are more points on offer here as they go past the back marker. There are more points on offer this weekend because we've only got 2 races because of issues with the weather. We normally have 3 and the race winner in each one would get 25 points, but today there's 1.5 points for each race effectively. So if you take a race win, it's 37.5 points as opposed to 25 points for each of 3 races. So 2 races, 37.5 points for the race win. So there are more points on offer for each position.
So here is the battle continuing on. This is a little further down the order as these are the riders that are going to be caught eventually by the leaders. Look at Crosby as he dives into Sonny. That was one heck of a move there on Mounsey, and he takes the lead, but Mounsey is not going to give up without a fight. Mounsey's going to come back at him. Brilliant riding, and they've got the traffic to deal with up ahead.
Yeah, now these races we've said before are all about how you deal with the traffic. There's 2 laps to go, and look at this, 3 bikes in front of the leaders. So Crosby's got the lead, but not for long. Sullivan Mounsey down the inside of him, and Mounsey gets the lead back for Tyco BMW, but not for long.
On the inside, they've got traffic, and they almost come together there, and still Crosby's trying to find his way round the outside of Sullivan Mounsey. Here comes Kyle Payne. They're going to tuck in. Both of the leaders run wide. Kyle Payne has a chance to get through. They have now got their way past the traffic, but that is as close as you can come to the 2 leaders tagging each other on the bikes without falling. Payne tries again on the inside of Crosby. Can't get through as they come off of Stewart, down the drop, up towards St John's. A lap and a half to sort out this race, and 3 riders going for it, hammer and tongs. Mounsey, Crosby and Payne. It looks like Crosby might be trying to make a move. Oh, he's bailing out of it. He's hit the rear wheel of Mounsey. He goes wide. He's on the curbs. He's down. And Desoy's got nowhere to go. Oh, disaster. Both of them out of the last race of the season.
Well, you've got to feel sorry for Harrison Desoy with nowhere to go, as you say, Jake. Looks down the inside, tries to bail out of it, hits the back wheel of Sullivan Mounsey. Fortunately, doesn't take him off, but look, runs over a little bit of a wet patch, gets out onto the painted curb, throws him off high side, and here comes Harrison Desoy with nowhere to go. Both of them pretty much out of the race, and here come the other 3 riders who have just been lapped to unlap themselves.
Well, look at this is for the victory. Kyle Payne is right underneath Sullivan Mounsey now, so now it's just 2 of them. Kyle Payne wants to try and seal 3rd in the championship. Look how defensive Mounsey's getting. Kyle Payne has just set the fastest lap, a 1 minute 4.3 to try and get this victory won. That would secure 3rd position in the standings. He's going to try one last time to go for Sullivan Mounsey. Mounsey desperately trying to lap one of the back markers. He got himself a little bit caught out there. Maybe Kyle Payne's got one more trick up his sleeve. He comes into the left-hander at Sonny. He's got good acceleration. Is he going to hold it around the outside? It's a little bit of a wobble from Mounsey. Payne's done it. Payne's done it on the final turn. That will secure 3rd in the standings. Kyle Payne out of the final corner. He's just going to get there. Mounsey is furious with himself. He can't believe it. I lost it on the line. That is so frustrating. An absolutely fantastic race. Kyle Payne wins it from Sullivan Mounsey. And through all of that, Luca Hopkins bags a podium.
Unbelievable for Luca Hopkins. He scoops up a couple of places into the last lap effectively. That's Jamie Woodcock going through the line. Looks like he's celebrating. I'm not sure what he's celebrating because he has just lost 3rd in the championship. Kyle Payne, a great victory to end the 2017 season from Mounsey Hopkins. Desoy got back on to finish 4th from Sparks. That's your 2017 champion though, Harrison Crosby. We'll be back shortly.